E stands for jump jets, kids. Alphabet with tarot.
Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike We Play video, and with this series we've been looking at a whole bunch of mechs from the actual box sets.
Big
and we're
smashy robots.
break them down a bit for us, and we have today
The Thunderbolt.
which I love.
He's a good mech.
T-Bolt, because people have
T-Bolt.
always called it a T-Bolt as well, but you know, you can
Getting all fancy and
I don't know why,
shrinking that down.
I don't know why we need to. Thunderbolt isn't
T-Bolt.
exactly that long to say, but there you go.
No, it's a couple of extra syllables, who cares?
So the box set has what, two variants of this one?
Two variants. We have the 5S and the 5SE.
Okay.
Bizarre, but true. So the 5S
That was a brawler.
is a brawler.
Yeah.
So he gets in nice and close and he beats the poo-poo out of people. But he also has some good solid range weapons too, by the looks of things. Yeah.
Okay, so what sort of weight? 65?
So he's a 65, similar to the catapult that we did last time.
Yep, so he's still heavy.
Still a heavy mech. He's got a 4 walk and a 6 run. Battle value is 1,335.
So no jump.
No jump.
No jump. So what does it have instead of jump? Maybe more weapons?
An LRM-15 is probably a reasonable sacrifice for a jump.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty good.
I'd go with that.
That's a pretty solid weapon for indirect fire.
Yeah, bloody oath. He's got an SRM2, he's got 3 medium lasers, 1 large laser, and 2 machine guns.
Oh, God.
So some solid weapons there. He could probably pick up and throw a kitchen sink as well, because he's got hands.
Excellent.
Yeah. It wouldn't do much with a mech. It would be like,
A human-sized one. Oops.
yeah, whoops. Off track.
Yeah.
He's got good solid armor too.
We'd want that, because I mean,
Yeah.
your heavy mechs and things like that, you start to spend, the houses and that start to spend a bit of coin on those designs, so you want something that's going to last.
You're starting to get up to like really solid numbers in the torsos there, like 20s and 30s. Whereas your lighter mechs, you can have like 6s and 12s. But he's got 30 in his center torso. That's a good solid amount of armor.
So I'd say, what, a bit of a line holder, do you think?
Yeah,
To creep into
he's
that?
one that wades in and just throws damage around and takes it. And you've got missile boats up on the hills and you've got scouts running around. He's in the middle of it.
He's the brawler. He's your center line sort of thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, it looks like a big mech as well. Like, it is quite chunky looking. That reflects the amount of armor it's got, which is really cool. What sort of heat sinks has it got though?
He's got 15 single heat sinks.
Okay.
4 of them are in the legs,
Oh,
which is
nice.
cool, especially with that large laser, because 8 points of heat for 8 points of damage is it's a bit high.
Yeah, but considering your range brackets, you know, your LRMs just start to soften them up. Once you get a large laser, you switch them out probably.
Yeah, I was just thinking that you're softening your enemy up as you walk towards them with the LRMs and maybe the occasional pot shot from the large laser. But yeah, if you can bring this battle to a head somewhere near water, you'll be doing a lot better.
Yeah, I reckon.
But still, quality. He's got a lot of hard-hitting stuff and a little bit of infantry mopping up as well, and some decent long-range punch. Good all-round mech.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. So what's the other one? What does that
the other one is the 5SE.
Okay.
Which we were just discussing. The E apparently stands for having jump jets, because he's got a walk of 4 and a run of 6, the same as the other guy, but he's also got a jump of 4.
Okay, so that's now you're talking. That's
which gives him a bit more maneuverability, a bit more bounce than the other one. It also gives him nearly 100 points more battle value as well. So, armor-wise, he's still pretty much the same, but his weapons have taken a bit of a hit. Although, I mean, not much of a hit. He's got an LRM-10 instead of the 15. He's still got the 3 medium lasers, and he's still got the large laser, but he's dropped the SRM and the 2 machine guns.
Okay. With jump jets, that added sort of maneuverability, you probably don't have to worry as much about things getting really close to you. So machine guns and all that are good for point defense. Yep. But with the added jump jets, you could probably get away.
Scoot out away from infantry. Yeah. Infantry are pretty slow in this game, so yeah, they're only moving 1 hex at a time or 2 hexes at a time, I think. is the most I've seen infantry move.
So I think they've changed the classification of this one from brawler to a skirmisher.
That makes sense. He's got a lot more maneuverability, but slightly less
weapons. So what about armor? Is the armor roughly the same?
Armor's basically the same.
Okay, that's good.
But he's got more heat sinks. Now that sounds a bit odd because he's got more heat sinks but less armor, less armament. But he's also got the jumping and everything like that. So what do you got? 3, 6, 9, 17, 21. Yeah, so if you fire everything, you're still generating 21 points of heat, bleeding off 17. And if you jump on top of that, wow, you're getting real hot real quick.
But your LRM-10s, you probably wouldn't. It'd be like the other one. You pick one or the other.
You're picking and choosing your weapons.
And put in your lasers as they get closer.
So you can fire all of your energy weapons and only generate heat based on your movement. Because that's 17 points.
And physical attacks are heat-free. Double guns.
We're pushing the physical attacks again.
It's a good tactic. I know the clans don't like it, but they're not in these box sets.
Yes.
They're getting their own box set, so you can start playing with all those rules if you want. But yeah, kicking and punching, and you can't bite in this, I'm sure.
When you've got a foot that weighs like 30 tons,
eat leather shoe.
Kick somebody in the leg with it. It's the way to go.
I like this mech. Good armor. Like tactically, it's got lots of guns that you can support. So you've got your LRMs on both versions, so you can do indirect fire. Energy weapons are good, so you haven't got a lot of sort of ammo floating around on your internal structure, which is good.
And if you want to go Hulk smash, then you take the 5S. And if you want to be a bit more of a tactical maneuverer, then you can take the SE, and you just don't have quite as much smash. That's all.
I think it'd also be classified as deliciously ugly. Because it's like a picnic bar, you know. It doesn't look too crash hot, but damn, it tastes
like
good.
a folly waffle.
Yeah, but it is. It's a cool looking mech. He's everything about it.
He's cool. He's not particularly aesthetically pleasing, but he is a cool mech.
No, but it's nice. I like it. So I would try to take this in my force if I could afford it points wise.
Get one of them up in front of a few of these other fellas, and yeah, he'd be a good solid hitter.
You could team that up with the catapult. Was it the C1?
The C1 with the LRMs?
Twin LRMs, so you could really get that support fire coming in.
I'd be taking a Wolverine and a couple of commandos maybe, or a Griffin and a couple of commandos.
I guess it depends what the lance is for, you know, how heavy you want it to be and things like that. But it does, I mean, you got Brawler and Skirmisher, so you can match them up with whatever else
whatever you're doing.
Yeah, and they match well, so.
Good solid stuff.
So Thunderbolt, there it is. Let us know how you go with it, guys. We want to know. So leave some comments, and yeah, it's good. I like it. It's good.
All good. We'll see you in the next one.
Next video. See ya.